Hi guys, how's it going? Hope things are great with you. Now we're continuing the Venus in the amazing series. We're at the seventh house now. Venus is the bridge between your divine self and your material world, right? I keep saying that again in every videos, which means it connects us. It connects our soul to the indriyas or the sensory perception, the sight, the smell, the taste, the hearing, and also the touch. Now, the seventh is the house where the soul departs from yourself, from your individual self into the next level. Okay, this is where from the first to the sixth is where it's all about you. Okay, so 7 to 12 is the advanced level. Okay, this is where life takes you into more challenging times. Okay, this is just because the very idea of the chakra or the circle of life is to mature one's soul so that we will realize one day the ultimate truth. And when we achieve that truth, we live in a sanctified state, right? What we call as moksha. Moksha doesn't only mean that once we depart, we will go to the supreme being's abode, but it also means living with moksha, living with a set of sanctified character, behavior, and our lifestyle as a whole. Okay, so moksha can mean two things here. Right? But anyways, what's happening from the 7th to the 12th is where the soul gets into a more fast-paced, more advanced increments of maturing itself. Okay, which is why the 7th is called the descendant. Okay, the first is the ascendant, the 7th is the descendant. 180 degrees where it basically dies off. Doesn't mean that death, it means that the soul is detached from the self and is now exploring other souls out there, which is why the 7th is aptly called as the Kalatra Bhava. Kalatra means communion, okay, which we superficially we say is marriage, right? Of course, the chart itself is a soul chart. Very important to understand. It is first sort of created to understand what the soul's transmigration process is. Okay, but of course now we use it for materialistic gains. But you must understand the 7th is where the soul gets into a communion with another soul. To put it simply like that, when it connects to the other soul, that's where the soul becomes even more matured because you're sharing now. Okay, let me give you an example. I know I'm pulling this a little bit longer, but I want you to really understand what the 7th is. The 7th is like, for example, if you have delicious chocolate cake. Say if you love chocolate cake. If you don't like chocolate, then strawberry cake or whatever, right? You're consuming all by yourself. That's fine. You're happy, okay? But now comes 3 other people, and they would like to take that piece from you as well. They like to share, and now it creates certain disturbance within you because you are sharing, right? You are sharing something that you really love, right? And how do you cope with that? Now that sharing, right? That sharing, that connection with the other person and how you deal with them is the 7th house. Okay, a communion of 2 souls or more, and how do you deal with them? Because this is where the soul gets into maturity, which is why people, after marriage, be it a blissful marriage, be it a broken marriage, regardless, the soul becomes mature. They become matured in the process. Okay, so I know that was a bit lengthy, but I hope I would have conveyed the essence of the 7th. So Venus, 7th. Now what happens if it comes together? 5 amazing things if Venus is well positioned in the 7th, because Venus turf, Venus's forte is the 7th. Venus rules the 7th, right? It's all about relationships. Okay, so what are the 5 amazing things that you'd have if Venus is well positioned in the 7th? Number 1 is that they are not afraid to tell what's in their mind. In a relationship, guys, it's not about being authoritative or even complimentary or submissive. On the other hand, it has to strike a balance. Okay, when if you need to say something, you need to say it out. You should not be keeping it within you. If you are keeping it within you, then it sort of snowballs inside, and that will lead into other problems eventually, some even separation, things like that. So it is important to understand that the one that speaks out, it doesn't matter what will be the actions, what will be consequence, but these people who have Venus in the seventh do speak out their mind. Okay, and this is an amazing thing which I honestly believe, because when you speak out your mind in a relationship, this is where the balance occurs. Okay, because the other person knows what you are going through, or the other person knows that you are not happy with something, or the other person knows that you are happy with something. So be it good or bad, it's always a good thing to speak it out, to speak out your mind. That's number one. Number two is that they understand you beyond your behavior, beyond your character, beyond your personality. They speak the language of love. So your body language tells them what you want, what you don't like. There is a uncanny relationship. It is, the mutuality between these people, as partners or even as friends. It is so unique. They don't even need to speak sometimes. The eyes does all the speaking. So such mutuality is rare to happen, but Venus in the seventh, if it's well positioned, will definitely have this. Okay. The third thing is judgmental. Okay, they don't judge anyone, either spouses or friends or even the public. They never judge anybody. Okay, because they feel that judging someone is such a wrong thing to do, because your ideas, your perceptions, your comments, when you say something, it's based on your experiences, right? Who am I to say whether it's right or wrong, right? And likewise, the way I speak, the way I share my message, the way I contribute, the way I comment, the way I critique, is based on my collective experience which I've gathered over the years, correct? So when you come and think about it, there's really no point in an argument, right? Unless if it's for official matters like court cases or legal matters. That's a professional thing. That's a different thing, right? But other than that, arguing with someone is basically useless, because end of the day, no matter how correct you are, how factual or how logical you are, you cannot sort of instill your thoughts to another person. It doesn't really work that way. So back to this Venus in the seventh. So these people as partners, they are very understanding. They don't judge each other persons. They never do that. They believe that if you say something, that is your opinion, and maybe I cannot accept certain things, but I'll never judge you. That's a thing. That's the third thing. The fourth thing is the support. Okay, Venus in the seventh gives ultimate support to their spouses. Okay, they will see, okay, what is your hope, what is your desire, and how can I help you, how can I contribute in your growth, in your goals and aspirations. Such a great thing, isn't it? That's the fourth. The fifth, but certainly not the least of it, but the fifth is when they give a lot of respect and kindness. They respect you for who you are, and they are very kind. These people, this Venus in the seventh, the kindness means not giving something without thinking. Kindness is helping someone at the right time, at the right place, at the perfect condition. That is kindness, right? Giving someone who is in need, right? Who's really in need, is the true essence of kindness. Okay. Most of the time when we do something, we assume that we are doing something kind, but do we actually know that it's the right thing to do, at the right place to do, at the right circumstances? All these things needs to be looked at. But Venus in seven, it comes in naturally for them. It really comes naturally. They respect their partners, and they're also equally kind. So as you can see, it's such a great thing to have. They speak out their mind. Okay, as I said earlier on the first one, they speak out their mind. It may sound a little bit audacious, authoritative, but no. When you speak it out, then it clears the path. It will ensure a blissful marriage. So you have a perfect balance, I would say, the Venus in the seventh. So that is all. I hope you like this video. I hope it will be beneficial for you. If it's so, please like, share, comment, and stay tuned for the next video. Take care, guys. Namaste.